Scorpio, this is Fonz Wake Up Fonz, and welcome to your July predictions. The good, the challenging. Oh my gosh, I don't have a what to watch out for you. Oh my goodness. And a singles brief reading over your love life and a those in relationships reading. Let's I guess just pull on the microphone. And what for you to watch out for during the month of July. I didn't have to do this for anybody else. That was pretty concise, and that was also the card that was on the overall bottom, anyways. So, jumping straight into it, Sun, Moon, Rising. Anyone else is welcome if you would like to be here, but my Sun, Moon, Rising might feel it more so in their life based on that. But I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna leave the judgment up to you. Stick with me here. So, the good for your life during this period of time. Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Seven of Swords. The challenging, you also decided to have like two cards pop out. You really was just doing what the hell you wanted during my motherfucking reading. Ain't that crazy? The challenging, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords. What to watch out for, Seven of Pentacles. And for my singles, the Phoenix, those in relationships, the Love card. So, for what you got going for the good during this period of time, it seems like there's somebody that you might like, or maybe for some of you who are indulging in maybe meeting somebody, or somebody that you're currently with right now. For those of you who are in a state of newness when it comes to approaching a relationship, though, this is especially applicable. You like this person and you can maybe even see the future and have thought about it already, but you're preparing on the slide to sabotage it. Or maybe you see that they are preparing to or have already begun to sabotage it. For those, all that aside, it seems like your life is going pretty steadily. So, it seems pretty safe. It's within your comfort zone and you're enjoying things so far as they are. For some of you, you could be meeting somebody pretty important pretty soon. There could be some exchanging happening, especially as it comes to, meeting people. Not always in a romantic sense, but you could be meeting people pretty soon coming here. Maybe somebody important, like I said. The Seven of Swords, I'm going to tell you, there could be for some of you an opportunity that is coming. But, I hope you can find yourself interacting with this opportunity that's coming in a way that does not merit you sabotaging it and tearing it apart and dismantling it. Or somebody planting the seeds that would make you do so, that is. Now for your challenge during this period of time, I think for some of you who might be putting on a facade, similarly to Pisces, that you are doing just fine, right? The problem for you during this period of time is for some of you is you might crack. You might crack, unfortunately, and we'll have to deal with the grief maybe that comes with being seen in that sense. So for some of you, you might already have an idea that this break is coming. So try to catch yourself accordingly, set something up, calm yourself down, whatever it is, do what you need to do, take some time off so you don't crack if that's your thing, if that's your vibe, especially if you are very much in your era of trying to keep things to yourself. Be careful. Be very much careful. But for others of you, it seems like related to an Aquarius possibly, or an air sign person coming around that you've been kind of having some grief with. It seems like you might be able to find relief from that soon. Maybe that means they're exiting your life with all of their problems and their drama, or you just won't have to deal with them any longer, something like that, or something could be resolved as it relates to that. What to watch out for, that Seven of Pentacles. It seems like you might find yourself taking inventory, even though before you were pretty satisfied maybe with what you have. After taking a look at what you have, you might find yourself dissatisfied. So I would say be careful with that. That's not to say like, oh, you're greedy, but comparison indeed in many situations can be the thief of joy, snatched straight away from you. Some of you might look back on what you had in the past and be like, oh my gosh, I was so happy here. I was so happy here. But you might have a tendency to constantly be looking behind you at, what was in the rear view mirror as opposed to what's right here, right now. And then, it's like your head is always on a swivel, except it's going forward and back and forward and back, you know, and side to side. Maybe even for some of you who are looking at your peers or who's similar to you in that sense. Or do you have peers? Maybe it's that your problem, that it feels like there's nobody here who's, on the same level as you. Do you check all of the boxes? Why do you have to meet a certain set of expectations? That is. So your problem for real for some of you is going to feel like you're going to be spending this month crying over spilled milk, and I would challenge you to try not to do that. For real. The problem is you could have had at least 3 cups standing up, but you're crying over the 3 cups as opposed to the 2 cups left that you have. When in reality, there are some people who have no cups standing up. That could be you. I don't know. This doesn't necessarily have to be a lesson about gratefulness. Just take what applies and let the rest fly, etc. So now onto your brief love reading for those of you. For my singles, we have the Phoenix card, New Phase, Rekindle, Renew, Transformation, Growth, and Changed Mind. So for those of you who are looking for something entirely new, you are in the best set, in the freshest of energy to enter this situation. So get out there, go out and play and meet some people. And then, I already mentioned those earlier. For those of you who like somebody, maybe try not to tear it apart. And, and then later try to chalk it up to your intuition that maybe they happen to have one red flag. I don't know. I digress. For those in relationships, the love card, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So for those of you, it doesn't really seem like it's like a super exaggerated time for you to take a large step forward nor a step backward. That doesn't mean that you can't take a step forward regardless of if you want to. I would say the energy surrounding you seems that you are pretty chill. You're pretty chill during this period of time, so just enjoy your relationship as is, and feeling like you have your person, that is. But anyway, looking over the rest of this Scorpios as a collective, it just seems like you kind of got a lot going on. You're pretty busy, man. So hopefully this reading maybe for some of you gave you some guidance and clarity. And of course, if you would like further clarity or a deeper read on your love situation, you can always hit me up and get your reading. But if not, that is perfectly okay. I'm going to get up out of your hair. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. Have a wonderful day, night, or whatever time you listen to this. If you can't get down with it, get down. Don't get down with us. And you.